Yeah.
Hello, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Oh, hi, John. How are you doing?
I am doing really well, thanks.
Good, good. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Frank.
Let's see. I left something open somewhere. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Um. Well, I think everything is working. I'm so glad you were able to come, John. I'm excited to, you're doing a lot of really cool things with Zoom that we don't do. And some of them we may not need to do because we have such a small group,
Yep.
like the breakout rooms, but we probably have enough for two breakout rooms. And that's a really great experience. I didn't know what to think when I went into the first one, but I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we were trying to simulate, well, they're called hallways when you
Uh-huh.
have the festival workshops. But when you go to an in-person festival, you're usually hanging around, talking to each other before you go into the classroom for the workshop. So,
Yeah.
let's have hallways and
Yeah.
break people up into breakout rooms and go chat, go socialize.
Well, I think it works great. Okay, let's see. And my roommate here is deciding whether or not to jump up on my table. Let's see. I need to make sure my ukulele is, well, it's not going to be that visible, is it? Oh, I could move back. Yeah, it'll work. Okay. Well, Voodoo, if you're gonna, you can get up here, but don't be biting my leg and distracting me during this. This is important. Hello, Marcy. We know you're trying to be seen. Marcy is not able to um, transmit sound, but we get to see her smiling face, and she's
Okay.
plays along, and she usually suggests a song or two. I think we may have one in the playlist for tonight.
Okay.
Um,
I went to the live meeting on Monday,
yeah,
and I took my granddaughter with me,
yeah,
and she really had a good time.
great.
Yeah. Well, Tom dressed up and for one of the Beatles songs, he put this
Oh,
black wig on and round sunglasses,
oh yeah,
and then he gave out sunglasses to um, Sophie, my granddaughter, and
oh,
another
that's great.
young girl,
That's great.
and also gave them harmonicas.
Yeah,
So Sophie was really excited about getting the harmonica.
Tom is really good about that. Um,
There he is.
yep, yeah. Tom spreads the harmonica and uh, yeah. Maybe we should send everybody a kazoo at some point with instructions on how to tune them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom,
Okay.
I took Sophie home, and the first thing she did was to open up the harmonica.
All right, very good.
See how it works. Yeah.
And she
Yeah,
wore her glasses the
yeah,
whole rest of the evening.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Frank, we were able to pretty well channel John Lennon because we had three people wearing John Lennon official glasses,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it worked out quite well. Yeah, he
Yep.
was in the room.
And
Well,
Zenta took a picture of you,
Oh,
and
oh, she should
and
send that to me. Yeah.
and she wanted to send it to you, Tom,
okay.
and
Well,
maybe to Frank.
yeah, Tom, if she sends it to you, send it to me. I'll make you famous.
Well, I can send it to both of you, but I don't know Tom's email.
It's probably on the list of.
Yeah, it's on the list that you get so many entertaining emails, and Tom is right
I
in there.
know, but I couldn't tell which one it was.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. Thanks a lot. We'll watch for it. I'll send you
Okay,
my email.
Okay.
I'll try to figure it out.
And I'll
Okay.
try to remember to send you, you know, Tom, you could send her a text or in the chat box
Yeah.
and tell her what your email address is so that she wouldn't have to make
Yeah.
a guess.
There you go. Very
Uh,
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
okay. So Voodoo's feeling
Yeah.
especially musical tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and Marcy was there live and in person the
Yeah.
other night, and it was just so wonderful. That was
Oh,
just,
me, yeah. Voodoo is messing with my microphone here. Let's see. All right. Musical cat. So, I want to make sure everybody meets John. John is here for the first time, and John is one of the people who operate the Uke West Club from Calgary, Canada. So, among other things, John is legitimizing our claim of being Demas International. Yeah, and I'm going on a cruise with John in November, right after the elections.
Yeah, we timed it to be just after the election for the people who want to escape. Um,
Our travel agent Tracy,
yeah, Tracy Walker.
yeah, talked to her on the telephone about the fact that I was leaving town right after the elections, and she says, "Well, oh Frank, don't worry about it. If things go wrong, we're going to take you back to Calgary." So we won't
It's
define what things go wrong is because that's not appropriate for Ukulele Club. But the idea is funny.
Yeah.
it's kind of
And
hard to
that is
cruise to
appropriate.
Calgary, though, isn't it?
Well,
We
yeah,
fly to Calgary. Yeah,
Oh,
you can't cruise from. Well, you can cruise from Memphis to
depends on what you're
L.A.,
smoking.
but it takes a while. So, yeah, I used flyer points to book a flight to L.A. this afternoon, and that got that done. Um, so, well,
It'll be a nice week.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's after 7, and we have people here. So I was going to explain something else. I read or listened to a book called the Blue Zone Challenge, and blue zones are defined by the National Geographic based on studies of areas throughout the world where people tend to live a little longer. And the Blue Zone Challenge tells you to do different things to try to make your personal environment look a little bit like a blue zone. And one of the things they said is they don't recommend that you give up meat altogether or fish or anything, but they suggest that for a month you try going without any meat. And that's how Cheeseburger in Paradise made it into the list. So, does anyone want to do any of the verses with me on this, or you want to? Yeah. Well, I can assure you that I will be playing this with feeling. Although, when I put it in the list, I was really craving a cheeseburger. Now that I have less than a week left on my vegetarian part of my challenge, I'm honestly not craving cheeseburgers or barbecue ribs or even sushi. So, anyway, all right. Okay. All right. Guess So everybody, now Jackie, you've got your own mute, right? Okay. Well, here goes. Well, tried to amend my carnivorous habits, made it nearly 70 days, losing weight without speeding sunflower seeds, drinking lots of carrot juice and soaking up rays. But at night I had these wonderful dreams, some kind of sensuous treat, not zucchini, fettuccine, or bulgur wheat, but a big warm bun and a huge hunk of meat. Cheeseburger in paradise, heaven on earth is an onion slice, not too particular, not too precise, I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise. Heard about the old-time sailor men, they eat the same thing again and again. Warm beer and bread, they said, could raise the dead. Well, it reminds me of a menu on a Holiday Inn. Times have changed for sailors these days. When I'm in port, I get what I need. Not just Havanas or bananas or daiquiris, but that American creation on which I feed. Cheeseburger in paradise, heaven on earth with an onion slice, not too particular, not too precise, I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise. I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Heinz 57 and French fried potatoes, big kosher pickle and a cold draft beer. Well, good God Almighty, which way do I steer for mine? Cheeseburger in paradise, heaven and earth with an onion slice, not too particular, not too precise, I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise, I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise, I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise. Okie doke. And I wanted to repeat. The next one is Down on the Corner, and Ruth had requested it last time, and I wanted to repeat it because it seemed like can you hear me? I turned my vocal down because I was going over the little red mark there. But I thought it would be a good one to sing together, but I don't know if anybody is ready to do a verse yet. You want? Okay, Jackie. All right. Anybody else? Tom, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. Let me try one later on after I get the drift of it.
Okay. Okay. And then, John, this will be a first for you. I don't think you will have seen this live and in person before. But this is something we do. Now, in Uke West, they have like, how many, 50, 60 people come to the Zoom?
Will show up at Zooms typically, yeah. When we have the festival workshops, we could get up to 100. The Saturday morning sessions, which are not workshops, we'll get like 50, 60. Coming at the end of June, though, I noticed that we were dropping down to about 30 because people just wanted to be out enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get pretty big numbers.
Yeah, that's more than we've ever had. I think we topped out at just under 20. And it fluctuates throughout the year, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason for it. So we'll show you how we share verses, which probably would be problematic with so many people. But you can think about whether it would work if you want to try it sometime with Uke West. And if it looks like fun, maybe you want to try doing it with us on a song later on. Okay, so let's see, Jackie, can you come in on Rooster Hits the Washboard?
Sure. should
Okay.
be able to.
All right. And then, Tom, how about you coming in on You Don't Need a Penny Just to Hang Around?
Okay.
And then go ahead and do the dramatic ending.
All right.
All
Give it a
right.
tip.
Okay. I remember the intro. Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. Poor kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the harp. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet.
Mr. Hits the washboard, people just gotta smile. They keep promise at that face, it's so loose for all. Poor boy breaks through the mound, and on his piano sound. And Willie goes into dance, trouble, doubles on kazoo. Down in the corner, out in the street, Willie and poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet.
You don't need a penny, just hang around. But if you got a nickel, won't you lay your money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. People come from all around to watch the Magic Boys. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring the nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring the nickel, tap your feet. Hey, Frank, why don't you pick up the last two verses there? I'm not sure how that goes.
I thought you were doing great, but I'll add down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Okay.
Thank you for the recovery there. I lost the tune in my head, and that happens.
I really thought it went pretty well. I mean, that's the first time we've done it together, so I'm keeping it in the list, guys. All right. And the 5'2" medley, we used to do this live at Raymond often, and we haven't done it in our part of the group for a while. But who remembers parts of this and wants to do some of the 5'2" melody? Okay. All right. Jackie, which part do you want to do? Unmute yourself, kiddo.
I could start it.
Okay. All right. And so, Tom, do you want to do Yes, Sir, That's My Baby?
I could do Ain't She Sweet? See her walking down the street. I could do that verse there.
Okay. All right. Then I'll do the Yes, Sir, That's My Baby and the ending 5'2". Okay. John, do you want to do any of this? Okay. All right. Let's see. So Jackie starts it, and then I do it, and then Tom, and then back to me. All right. Let's do this.
Okay. Diamond rings and all those things. Such a life that isn't her, but could she love? Could she woo? Could she?
And Jackie, check your original sound and make sure it's on. Because we could hear your ukulele and it was pretty good, but I had a feeling it could be even better.
I'm sorry. I was practicing earlier and turned it on, and I forgot I hadn't turned it on this time.
Well, yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Yes, ma'am, we've decided. No, ma'am, we won't hide it. Yes, ma'am, you're invited now. By the way, when we reach the preacher, I'll say with feeling, yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now.
Ain't she sweet? See her walking down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? I repeat, don't you think she's kinda neat? And I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet?
And Tom's got a new banjo ukulele, and I'm impressed. It sounds great. 5'2", eyes of blue. Oh, what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, turned down hose, flapper, yes sir, one of those. Has anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into 5'2", covered in fur, diamond rings, all those things, bet your life it isn't her. But could she love? Could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my gal? Okay. One thing about this song where it's got the series of seventh chords going in there, in Uke West, we had it was a festival event where the instructor talked about how to replace, like you have a C chord, you'd replace it with a string of other chords and then end up on the C chord if the song lends itself. And I can't remember what that was called, but this song has them built in. I should have looked that up. It was in January. It was one of the people in January. And I don't know. Okay, well, I'll tell you in 2 weeks. Okay. And another one that we've done recently is Get Along Without You Now. It's a new song. Does anybody want to do any part of it? Not yet. Okay, I like it, and I think it's one that would be good to share, so I'm going to keep adding it every now and then to the list. Gonna get along without you now. Gonna get along without you now. You told me once I was the neatest thing. You even asked me to wear your ring. You ran around with every guy in town. You didn't even care if it got me down. Gonna get along without you now. Gonna get along without you now. Got along without you before I met you. Gonna get along without you now. Got along. Gonna find somebody who's twice as cute, 'cause I didn't like you anyhow. You told everybody that we were friends, but this is where our friendship ends. 'Cause all of a sudden you changed your tune. You hadn't been around since way last June. Gonna get along without you now. Got along without you before I met you. Gonna get along without you now. Along, my honey. Goodbye, my dear. Gonna get along without you now. So long, my honey. Goodbye, my dear. Gonna get along without you now. So I recommend you, this is such a fun song. I recommend that you spend a little time on it. I may skip it for next time and include it after that. How about Pancho and Lefty? I played this for Uke West last Saturday and had to kind of get the dust off of it. Does anybody want to do part of Pancho and Lefty? Okay, let's see. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath is hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words, but that's the way it goes. All the federales say could have had him any day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty left for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. All the federales say could have had him any day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell, Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. All the federales say we could have had him any day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say he could have had him any day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Thank you. How about raindrops? We used to do this. Does anybody want to do part of raindrops? You want to do part of it? Okay, so Tom and Jackie. Okay, Jackie, you want to start it and Tom finish it? It's not a real long song. Why don't Jackie, why don't you start it? Sorry. Jackie, why don't you start it and go down to, so I just did me some talking, so I'm sleeping on the job, and then after that, Tom, you start with, but there's one thing I know, all the way to the end. Is that right?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling.
But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Good job. Thank you, Jackie and Tom. That was great. All right. Return to Cinder. Anybody want to do part of that? Okay, you want to? Okay. I gave a letter to the postman. Let me see if I can. Sorry about that. Gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So then I dropped it in the mailbox and sent a special deed. Bright and early next morning, it came right back to me. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Well, this time I'm gonna take it myself. I'm gonna put it in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand her writing on it. Return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Okay. Now, John had volunteered to lead Ripple. And so let's do this Uke West style, and John will do the whole thing, and we'll sing along.
Yeah, so mute yourselves and then sing along. The PDF that you've got is a little bit different than the one that I've got. The la-da-das at the top, I won't do. I'll come in right at If My Woods Did Glow. Okay? I'll probably do like a
You froze up there for a second, John.
What did you hear last?
You were telling us that we're going to start on If My Words Did Glow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll go all the way through. And the la-da-das at the end, we will sing.
Okay. We got it. Okay, and now you froze up again. I wonder if there's some place in between us where the weather's not so good causing this. I think you're back.
Okay, You can see me moving.
Well, sort of.
Tom's not moving. I wonder if I should turn off my video.
Well, I don't know. I can hear you.
Yeah.
So we'll have our noses in the chord chart. So
Okay. So I will turn off my video, and that'll be a smaller amount of data trying to come through. So maybe that will work better.
okay.
So you can tell me if I'm disappearing or not, okay? Okay. And I was debating whether I would try my metronome or not. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Sometimes that gets in the way. Oftentimes you'll find that the metronome slows down. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, actually.
It doesn't ever slow down. It's always us trying to go faster.
Uh-huh.
Okay, anyway, let me just find my B. If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music?
It dropped out when you were saying, if you hear my voice come through the music, all of a sudden we didn't. Wonder if he can see or hear us. Wonder if this has to do with the weather in Memphis or something.
If your cup is full, may it be again, let it be known. There is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway, between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water, when there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. You choose to lead, must follow. But if you fall alone. If you should da 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 da
Good job, John. There were some some dropouts, but the parts that worked were really good.
Yeah, thanks a lot, John. That was
Thank
great. Really
You're
nice.
very welcome.
Trying to figure out if it was certainly not the Northern Lights or the
No, there's weather between here and you guys, so
yeah.
yeah, I'd probably do that.
Well, that was nice. Okay, the next one is a song that Jackie suggested, and she arranged it. It's Secret Agent Man. It's a Johnny Rivers song from a television show. That was pretty good. Patrick McEwen was the secret agent who's always getting into trouble, which is what the song's about. So, Jackie, how would you like to do this?
I'm trying to remember how to start it. Would you like to start it, or somebody?
Yeah, I can. How much of the start do you want me to do?
Oh, maybe the first stanza would be
Okay,
good.
I'll do that. And on that E minor, let's see. I'm using my pinky to do some substitution chords. All right, so I'll do the first stanza. There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow.
Secret agent man, secret agent man. They've given you and taken away your name. Oh, sorry. Beware of pretty faces that you find. That pretty face can hide an evil mind. Oh, be careful what you say. You'll give yourself away. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. They've given you a number and taken away your name. And I'll just skip that stanza there. Secret agent man, secret agent man. They've given away one number and taken away your name. Swinging on the Riviera one day, and then laying on a Bombay next day. Oh, don't you let the wrong words slip. No kissing persuasive lips. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. They've given you a number and taken away your name.
Good job.
Yeah, good job, everybody. I haven't seen that song in years. Actually, it was in black and white when I saw it last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. about summer in the city. I guess this is a little bit trickier than see, summer in the city is a little trickier than some of the ones. I'm getting some hum here. I've got a ceiling fan on. I'll turn that off. Are you hearing a buzz? Jackie, you're muted, right? Well, hopefully I'm the only one that can hear it. Does anybody want to do part of Summer in the City, or just want to see what I got? Which part do you want to do, Jackie?
Well, anything but not the tab part.
Okay.
One of the verse stanzas, I guess.
All right. Why don't I do the chord intro, and then you do the next two stanzas, and then I'll come in on that.
When you say the next two stanzas,
So you do Hot Town Summer in the City. Well, I guess it's one big.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
All right. Good. So. Is this coming through okay? You hear the ukulele? Town, evening in the city, dressed so fine and looked so pretty. Cool cat looking for a kitty, gonna look in every corner of the city. Till I'm wheezing like a bus stop, running up the stairs, gonna meet you on the rooftop. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity that the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. Summer in the City. Okay. Now, you ain't going nowhere. Does anybody want to do part of that? It's a good one to share. We hadn't done it in a while. I can do it in, okay. You want to do some harmonica breaks? Okay. All right. Well, I'll do it, and then we can share it next time, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. Anything Bob Dylan does, hey, we'll go for it. That's all we need.
Okay. Clouds so swift, the rain won't lift. Ceiling's closed, the gate is froze. Get your mind off of wintertime, you ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots, you ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? I don't care how many letters they sent, the morning came and the morning went. So pack up your bunny and pull up your tent, you ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Now Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his men supplied with sleep. We'll climb that hill no matter how steep, after we get up to it. Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? So the next one's another Lovin' Spoonful song, or John Sebastian song. Does anybody want to do any part of you had you didn't have to be so nice? Oh, Jackie?
A little bit of it.
Okay. Why don't you do the first two stanzas?
Okay.
Okay, and Tom, you want to do some of it?
Yeah, later on down there.
Okay. Tom, why don't you pick up on, and when we have had a few more days, and then today I said the time was right for me to follow you, and then I'll do the last stanza. Okay? Ready?
Okay. You didn't have to be so nice. I would've liked you anyway. If you had just looked once or twice and gone about your quiet way. Today I said that time was right for me to follow you. I
place. I knew that it would be that way the minute that I saw your face. And when we've had a few more days, oh, that's wrong. Today I said the time was right for me to follow you. Knew I'd find you in a day or two, and it's true.
When we've had a few more days, I wonder if I'll get to say you didn't have to be so nice. I would have liked you anyway. Today I said the time was right for me to follow you. I knew I'd find you in a day or two, and it's true.
You didn't have to be so nice. I would have liked you anyway. If you had looked just once or twice and gone upon your quiet way.
Very nice, everybody.
Oh, I found the thing that was buzzing. It was something I was using for my headphones. I guess I should throw them away. They're probably worn out. It's suppose it's a wireless way to do your headphones instead of being tethered to some device. When it works, it's great. And that would not be for the last 2 or 3 songs. Fortunately, all of the damage was done to me, and you didn't hear all the horrible static that I was hearing. So I've made the world a better place for myself. Okay. Let's see. So, does anybody have a joke or a story or a song that they want to share? I have a song, and so I should do the song. It's a new one that I've been working on, and let's see. Trying to figure out a way to get it to display where there we go. I think I can see it all there. All right, so I'm going to try some weird stuff with some of my devices here. Okay. the wolves are running round. The winter was so hard and cold, rose 10 feet off the ground. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. I sat down to my supper, 'twas a bottle of red whiskey. I said my prayers and went to bed, that's the last they saw of me. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. When I awoke, the dire wolf, 600 pounds of sin, was grinning at my window. All I said was, come on in. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. The wolf came in, I got my cards, we sat down for a game. I cut my deck to the queen of spades, but the cards were all the same. Don't murder me, beg him, please don't murder me. Please don't murder me. In the backwash of Venerio, black and bloody mire, dire wolf collects his due while the boys sing round the fire. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. So,
Yeah, the drums, the beat came through really loud and clear. Well done, Frank.
did it drown me out? I hope it didn't.
No, it was just perfect. Don't change it.
It's the metronome effect that John was talking about earlier. Yeah. It makes you keeps you honest, as you may have noticed on one of the choruses there, where I was trying really hard not to be, and the drum beat said, "Nope, this is where you're supposed to be," and so that's what I did. So, can anybody think of a story or anything that they want to share, or should we tell all the animals all over the world to go to bed?
All right. It's been really nice having you, John. Love Calgary. I saw it for the first time in 1964, believe it or not, and I'm probably hasn't changed much. And I love Shreveport area. And Michael, it's always good to see you.
So, yeah, Jackie and Tom are in the Des Moines area. And Mike, are you in LA or in Shreveport or in London? He's in Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay, with his bass. And I'm in Memphis, and John's in Calgary. Okay, so let's see, Jackie, can you put the foxes to sleep? Okay. And Tom, how about taking care of the whales? Now, I know I'm catching you cold on this, but John, I don't know if you want to put the coyotes to sleep or whether you want to see how this goes. This is the same thing as the lead belly Irene Goodnight, except it's not a wrist slasher.
I'll watch you guys. I'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, after so Jackie and then Tom, and then I'll kind of take it from there.
I
good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Those whales sleep in the ocean. Zebras sleep on the land, and hippos sleep by the riverside, and camels sleep on the sand.
Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Coyotes sleep in the canyon, and a birdie sleeps in a tree. And when it's time for me to rest, my bed's the place for me. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Maybugs go to sleep in May. June bugs sleep in June. If skeeters try to sleep on me, I'll squish them up quite soon. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good job, everybody. Thanks for being here. All right, and I will see you in a couple of weeks.
Jolly good.
Okay. Try to get overheated. It's a bit of a challenge for Mike and me. Hopefully it's a little relief for you folks in Iowa. And understand, John, the weather's not all that bad where you are, right?
If you think of us getting rain all the time, June was a really cool June with lots of rain, which I was thankful for because I don't know if you guys heard in your neck of the woods about the water main break. So half our water supply to the city, the main broke. And so for like 3 or 4 weeks, we've had to kind of use 25% less water, no watering outside and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I remembered how to take Navy showers. You soak yourself, turn the water off, soap up, then you turn the water on again to rinse out. Yeah, it's those kinds of things. But no, I mean, you look on the good side. It's been cool. We've got lots of water, so I didn't really have to water the garden.
We had a flood here in Des Moines I think in 1993.
Yep.
And it flooded the waterworks. And so we were like without any drinking water or washing water for a couple weeks, and then we couldn't drink the water for another week or so after that. And we had to do that. We had to shower outside.
There's a sign, Des Moines is the capital of Iowa, and near the Capitol building, there's a sign that says, Des Moines, a place to grow. And somebody kind of blacked out the G. Yeah. But anyway, it's
Well,
so
it's
good.
92 degrees right now where I am.
Whoa, that's hot.
99 today.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in sunny Memphis, It's 91, but we have an excessive heat warning and an air quality warning and a hurricane that's only 1,400 miles away. Good
Wouldn't you all
times.
rather be in Calgary?
It'd be a nice time to visit Calgary, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it'll be good for me to try to acclimate myself. I have goals for tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes.
Wow.
Yeah, Mike, yeah, you win. Yeah, thank you for coming.
See you guys.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Look forward to
Bye.
seeing you.